Hey, this is David, and this is part of Making Money Online, and I want to talk about a fantastic tool. This is Article Forge 3.0. Article Forge is fantastic. It has a wealth of options, and we're going to play with this and do a few things, and I want to show you how powerful this is. So, you're going to be seeing this in motion from the get-go. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, I'm going to click on the icon here. This is my home. And this is what you're going to see when you go to Article Forge. You're going to have a video here that will give you some information. You have an option. That's my link. I will have that link in the description. So if you did want to be an affiliate and make some money online, you have an affiliate opportunity. You have an API code here where you can integrate Article Forge with your website. So you can post articles straight to your website. I have a WordPress and I post my articles straight to my WordPress site. You can also integrate Word.ai, and with Word.ai, you can spin your articles multiple times. So you can take the same article, spin it multiple times, and now you have even more content, which is great. And I say it's great for multiple reasons. Number one, it's always great to have content. You need content. That's very important. But number two, and probably even more importantly, you want to keep in mind the idea there's more than one way to add up to $10. Let me rephrase that one more time. There's more than one way to add up to $10. For example, when I learn something, I might learn it multiple ways. $10, I might take one $10 bill. I might take two $5 bills. I might take one $5 bill and five $1 bills. I might take eight $1 bills and eight quarters. Are you starting to see where I'm coming from? There's more than one way to add up to $10, and that's where sometimes saying the same thing over and over but slightly different ways can really help the audience, the reader, the viewer, really help them learn something and understand. As a teacher with a PhD, I know that sometimes you really just have to hear something a few different ways for you to really understand it. When we take tests and when we give tests, keep in mind a lot of the questions are very similar. We might change a couple of things: who, was, to, and, or. We literally change a few words, but it's exactly the same question, because what we're trying to do is get your brain to see something a few different times, but very similar, so that you can understand the concept. And that's why I think spinning articles can be very helpful, specifically if they're educational articles and whatnot. You're not necessarily creating content just to create content. You're actually helping provide more information and keep up with that phrase. There's more than one way to add up to $10. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get in. Let's click on new article. All right. So keyword, you're going to pretty much enter one keyword. Let's go with money. And I'm going to put in a few things. For example, I'm going to put in crypto. I'm also going to put in Bitcoin. I'm also going to put in dollars. And I'm going to put in gold. Okay. You see we're doing one per line. Let's start with a long article. I would like to add a title. I would like an image. Let's go ahead and get a video. Replace keywords with links. Why not? So this is actually a new feature that came with 3.0. Now post this to my blog. I'll hold off on that. Spin, yes. Readable, I want to make this the most unique possible. Number of rewrites, I'm going to go with 10. Okay. Let's go back to replace with link. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to link to my website, which is sawyoga.com. Okay, keyword will be money. Let's take a look at this. If enable, we replace keywords. Okay, so it's going to put in the code. Place on all instances. All right, so now we are going to go ahead and create an article. Well, it's going to take a little bit of time, so let's go, especially because it's 750 plus words, which is a pretty good size article. That's pretty good. If I were to speak 750 words, we're talking about a 5-minute conversation I'd be giving you. So, for example, if I am trying to make a 15-minute video, and I believe this video will be probably around 15 minutes, that's me making 3 of these articles, which is not bad. In the last 20 to 30 seconds, we're already almost halfway there. And this is adding a video. It's adding in keywords. This is something I've never done before, by the way, is using a link for keywords. Another thing I want to talk about is the spinning aspect of Word.ai. So I have Word.ai right here, and we will make a video on Word.ai. But you can see right here, because I have the APIs connected and integrated, it's going to go ahead and spin this article 10 times. With Word.ai, I can spin it an infinite amount of times. I can really spin it up to thousands. Once you spin it that many times, the uniqueness does go down. But the uniqueness you'll see is going to be anywhere from 80 to 100%. It's never going to be 100%, but it'll be pretty close. 90s or high 90s for sure. Also, the option to post to my WordPress is there. The only reason I don't post to my WordPress is because the featured image won't be there. But I do want to give you a look so you can see what it looks like to post to my WordPress. I'm going to go ahead and go to my website. Okay. And you're going to see some of these have posted to my website. And they don't have the featured image. That's one thing that still isn't there. You can see it gave headings, which is fantastic. So my table of contents already automatically picked it up. And it gives a good amount of information right there. So this is really cool how I just posted that information to my website. Didn't have to do much of anything except click a button. And I had some information for my blog, my students, also for me to read and kind of stay interested and up to date on the information. Another thing about Article Forge is I've actually posted articles and I made them, and I put in specific parameters of the timelines. For example, weeks ago, maybe even as near as less than a week ago. And it gave me updated information about what was going on in Wall Street, the stock market, even graphs. I was very impressed when I went into some of my note-taking abilities and my articles where I keep in mind the reliable sources of information. They matched up pretty well. So very happy with Article Forge. I love that it generates and creates content information. If I still have worry that I might be running into content that I think might mirror someone else's, I spin it. And I take the spin copy and then I go ahead and I make my own edits. I use multiple editors, so I have a good amount of options to really make edits. If you don't, I think you're in good hands with Article Forge. But if you have the option like I do, go ahead and use your editors so that you can really dive in and have an opportunity to maximize the best content you can create. If you're going to be using a teleprompter like I do, I definitely think Article Forge is fantastic. Specifically, if it's a subject that you don't know too much information on, Article Forge really does help with some great writing off the cuffs. Again, let's go to my website, take a look at some of the writing. I mean, this is a difficult subject. This is prana, and this has really easy to read, reliable information. And I can just read this and break this down to my students. And this is really cool. I mean, I have a lesson right here. We can go into the next one. Again, I know the difference because they don't have the featured images. These are all Article Forge articles. Excuse me, that was the other one. Here's another Article Forge article. This is fantastic. And again, the table of contents, which helps with SEO. And this looks really clean. So I'm really happy with what I'm seeing from Article Forge. Okay, it looks like that article is ready. So we're going to take a look. And it has all the bells and whistles, so I'm excited to take a look and see what's going on there. Okay, wow, looks really good. Okay. So it did replace the keyword with a link. So on the next test we're going to run, we're going to see what else. But look how much it wrote. This is fantastic. It's got the video. It has an image. Let's take a look at the HTML. And you can see the code. You can see the spin text. Let's go back up. It's got the headers. All in all, looks fantastic. Now you can export this. I can still post it to my WordPress from here, and I can take it as a PDF. I can go ahead and export it as HTML, which is great because then I have it in code, and then I can also export it in text, which is great too. Because when I go to Word.ai, the cool thing about Word.ai is I can actually spin in bulk. So, for example, I had 26 files. So I took those files, put it into an Excel, and I had taken them out of a text, and I had uploaded each text into an Excel, and I just spun them all, and I had like 17 versions of each 26 articles spun right then and there because I had it in text form ready to go. So that was really cool. I can copy it all right now. Let's go and take a look here. So this link part I'm gonna have to play around with. So let's go ahead. Well, let's read a little bit before we go. And this is pretty cool how we can continue to go in and edit. You see, I didn't even know we can do this. This is new. I can insert things like tables. So I can really just kind of make changes on the fly right here inside of this editing opportunity right here. This is great. So let's see, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and link text to display. So that's pretty much what I wanted to have it do. Okay, fantastic. So we're going to have to go back in the next one and play with that. Okay, not bad. Let's talk about the next one. Let's talk about, how about, what's a good topic? How about videos? Okay. We'll talk about filming. We're talking about recording. And let's also talk about watching. We're going to make this much quicker. Add titles, sure. Image, sure. Replace keywords with link, nope. Spin, we're not going to spin this time. And, you know, this one I do want to play with. I want to see what we can do with this. Okay. Okay, let's do, so we're going to do video, and let's try this again. We're going to replace that keyword with a link, and we're going to create. And let's take a look. Now this is going to go much faster. Again, the first one wasn't too bad. For the quality of an article we got, I was very satisfied with what we got. So look how quickly this is going. This is going to be ready within the next 40 to 50 seconds. 250 words isn't bad. That's pretty close to a page. When I was writing my papers, 250 words would get you a page pretty quickly. The information was like what you saw, pretty accurately put together. Again, my website has some examples. Let's go to another example. These are all from Article Forge, which I had posted. This one as well. You can just see how sweet this is. Again, a lot of these terms, this is Ujjayi, this is complicated work. So I am very pleased with what's been happening. Okay, it's getting there. It's taking a little longer, and I believe some of that is the reasoning behind some of that is because of the request I put in for the image, and also for replace keywords with links. I believe that's probably why it's taking a little bit longer, since it is a few less words and I'm not spinning it. That said, we're about 69%, getting pretty close to 75% done. So let's give it another couple minutes. Let's talk about usage. If you are going to post to your website, if you have the unlimited version like I do, you can only do, I believe, about 200,000 a month. If you aren't going to post to your website, but copy and paste it to your website, unlimited ability. So the only thing that would limit you is if you want to just click a button and send it right to your website. I don't do that anyway, because as you can see, to my knowledge, and I will double check on this and make an update video. To my knowledge, it doesn't give a featured image to my WordPress blog. So because of that feature still being missing, I like to cut and paste it, because these are posted to the website, but I still have to go to the website anyway, and then eventually I need to add a featured image. So you can understand why I would recommend, sorry about that. You can understand why I would recommend for you to actually take the opportunity to cut and paste. And again, if 200,000, ideally you're not going to run out of the ability to post 200,000 articles to your website a month. But if you did start to run out, just copy and paste it. Very simple. You're just going to go into your articles. Let's take a look at the most recent article. Here it is, videos. Oh, it's already ready. Videos is ready. Writing a script for YouTube videos. Here we go. We got a nice image here. Not too many words, not too bad. Oh, and it did exactly what we needed it to do. Under video, it has my, this is exactly what we wanted. So what I did on the first one, I overdid it and I replaced the actual word. But look at this. It's got it great. So I can actually replace the keyword with links. That is huge. Huge. I mean, for SEO purposes, you can just go ahead and embed your links into keywords. That's going to be a big thing that I'm going to take advantage of more and more, that I wish I knew earlier. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so this is a real video, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a real sneeze. So point is, Article Forge is great. If you would like a copy, please use the link in the description. This will really help you out. Thank you for your time, and I really hope you utilize the opportunities online to make money online. They're out there, so I'm wishing you the best. You have my support. Take care.